Alzheimer's disease is a thief. It steals memories, robs independence, and ultimately takes lives. As the most common form of dementia, Alzheimer's affects millions worldwide, casting a long shadow over individuals, families, and healthcare systems. This progressive brain disorder gradually erodes cognitive function, impacting memory, thinking, behavior, and the ability to perform even basic daily tasks. Imagine forgetting familiar faces, losing your way home, or struggling to find the right words. These are just glimpses into the devastating reality of Alzheimer's.
The disease places a heavy burden on caregivers who provide unwavering support to loved ones navigating the complexities of cognitive decline.
With an aging global population, the prevalence of Alzheimer's is on the rise, making it one of the most pressing public health challenges of our time. Scientists and researchers are working tirelessly to understand the intricacies of this devastating disease, seeking ways to detect it early, slow its progression, and ultimately find a cure.
The journey to unraveling the mysteries of Alzheimer's is complex and multifaceted, demanding a collaborative effort from scientists, clinicians, patients, and families alike. By shedding light on the disease, we can raise awareness, foster understanding, and pave the way for a future where Alzheimer's is no longer a looming threat, but a challenge we can overcome.
To understand Alzheimer's, we must journey deep inside the brain, where intricate networks of nerve cells or neurons communicate through electrical and chemical signals. These signals are essential for everything from thought and memory to movement and sensation.
In Alzheimer's disease, this intricate communication system breaks down, leading to the devastating symptoms of the disease.
Imagine a bustling city with clogged streets and traffic jams. That's similar to what happens in the brain with Alzheimer's. One of the hallmarks of the disease is the accumulation of amyloid plaques, sticky clumps of protein fragments that build up between neurons, disrupting their ability to communicate effectively.
These plaques are like roadblocks, hindering the smooth flow of information between brain cells. As these plaques accumulate, they interfere with essential cognitive functions, leading to memory loss, confusion, and difficulty with thinking and reasoning.
Inside neurons, there's a critical protein called tau, which helps maintain the structural integrity of these cells. Think of tau as the scaffolding that keeps the neuron's shape and allows it to transport nutrients and signals effectively.
However, in Alzheimer's disease, tau proteins become tangled, forming twisted fibers that disrupt the neuron's internal transport system. These tau tangles are like internal collapses within the neuron, leading to dysfunction and eventual cell death.
As neurons lose their ability to function and communicate, the brain's intricate network begins to unravel, resulting in the progressive cognitive decline characteristic of Alzheimer's.
Inflammation is the body's natural defense mechanism, a way to protect itself from injury and infection. However, in Alzheimer's disease, this protective response can become chronic and damaging.
Chronic inflammation in the brain creates a toxic environment for neurons, contributing to their dysfunction and death. Think of it like a fire alarm that keeps going off even when there's no fire. This constant state of alert can damage the very cells it's trying to protect.
While inflammation may start as a protective response, it can become a destructive force in the Alzheimer's brain. Our cells rely on a delicate balance between free radicals and antioxidants. Free radicals are unstable molecules produced during normal metabolic processes. Antioxidants neutralize these harmful molecules, preventing damage to cells.
However, in Alzheimer's disease, this balance is disrupted, leading to a state of oxidative stress. Imagine a car rusting from the inside out. That's similar to what happens to cells under oxidative stress. This process damages neurons, making them more vulnerable to dysfunction and death.
Oxidative stress is a key contributor to the progressive brain damage seen in Alzheimer's disease.
Despite decades of research, Alzheimer's disease remains a complex and enigmatic foe. Scientists are still working to unravel the intricate web of factors that contribute to its development and progression.
The search for a cure is a race against time as the number of people affected by this devastating disease continues to rise.
One of the central mysteries surrounding Alzheimer's is understanding what triggers the disease in the first place.
While the presence of amyloid plaques and tau tangles is a defining characteristic of the disease, it's unclear whether these abnormalities are the root cause or a consequence of other underlying processes.
This chicken or the egg dilemma continues to puzzle researchers.
Is amyloid buildup the primary trigger, setting off a cascade of events that lead to tau tangles and neuronal death?
Or do other factors, such as inflammation or oxidative stress, initiate the disease process, with plaques and tangles appearing as secondary effects?
Genetic predisposition, inherited risk factors. Genetics play a role in Alzheimer's disease, with certain genes identified as increasing an individual's risk of developing the condition. Some individuals inherit rare gene mutations that guarantee they will develop Alzheimer's, typically at an earlier age. However, these cases are relatively uncommon.
For the vast majority of people with Alzheimer's, the genetic component is more complex, involving multiple genes, each contributing a small amount of risk. These genetic variations may interact with environmental factors and lifestyle choices to influence an individual's susceptibility to the disease.
Environment and lifestyle. The role of external influences. While genetics lay the groundwork for Alzheimer's risk, environmental factors and lifestyle choices also play a significant role in shaping an individual's susceptibility to the disease. Factors such as diet, exercise, education, social engagement, and exposure to toxins can all influence brain health and cognitive function.
Maintaining a healthy lifestyle, including a balanced diet, regular physical activity, mental stimulation, and strong social connections, may help reduce the risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Research suggests that what's good for the heart is also good for the brain, highlighting the importance of overall health and well-being in mitigating Alzheimer's risk.
The quest for early detection and effective therapies. One of the biggest challenges in Alzheimer's research is the development of accurate and reliable methods for early diagnosis. Currently, diagnosing Alzheimer's definitively requires an autopsy after death. However, researchers are actively exploring biomarkers, such as changes in cerebrospinal fluid and brain imaging techniques, to detect the disease in its early stages.
Early diagnosis is crucial for several reasons. First, it allows individuals to receive available treatments sooner, potentially slowing disease progression. Second, it provides an opportunity to participate in clinical trials and contribute to the development of new therapies. Third, early diagnosis allows individuals and families to plan for the future and make informed decisions about their care.
A future with hope. The importance of continued research. Alzheimer's disease is a formidable opponent, but the fight is far from over. Despite the complexities and challenges, ongoing research offers hope for a future where Alzheimer's is no longer a looming threat, but a manageable condition. Scientists are making strides in understanding the disease mechanisms, identifying potential drug targets, and developing innovative treatment strategies.
Clinical trials are underway to test new medications that aim to clear amyloid plaques, prevent tau tangles, reduce inflammation, and protect neurons from damage. While there is no one-size-fits-all cure, researchers are hopeful that a combination of therapies tailored to an individual's specific genetic and environmental risk factors will one day be available to effectively treat and prevent Alzheimer's disease.
The journey to conquer Alzheimer's requires a collaborative effort from scientists, clinicians, patients, and families. By supporting research, raising awareness, and advocating for increased funding, we can accelerate progress towards a future where Alzheimer's is no longer a thief of memories, but a challenge we can overcome.